I'm gonna move myself out the picture so y'all can take this all in. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? Let me move myself out. Bam. Okay. Now I can introduce. You understand what I'm saying? Peace, Black Power family. Welcome to another episode of Do Knowledge Radio, place where knowledge is born. This is your host, Knowledge Born a Lot, and we have the the goddess of laugh, the doctor of laughology, the transformative Raleaser here in the building on this Melanin Moon Day, Monday, here to give and receive all of these divine blessings here with us today on Do Knowledge Radio. So welcome to the stage and to the microphone. The magnificent mind, the magical mind, the moon goddess mind of Holistically HEALarious I in the building. Peace and blessings to you. How you feeling? How you feeling?
Divinely guided and optimistic. Laugh Stay family.
Laugh Stay. I've been working on my laugh like. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I've been pushing off them distractions like
them distractions. You better say that.
Distractions over here. Okay. What's going on in your world today?
Indeed. Thank you for having me. Thank you for this divinely guided opportunity to bestow the collective with a healing tool to assist them to laugh and stay within their highest vibration, honey, to assist them to release some stress so they can create space to receive fresh new prana, bliss, happiness, and joy, you know.
That's it. It. Let's talk about this bookage. You know, some lucky people are going to get a chance to receive today. You understand? So let's talk about this bookage journey. This journey into the bookage. One of many to be released out here.
One of many. Yes. This book is Inhale Love, Exhale Laughter. It is your self-help guide to creating internal sunshine. I created this book with the intentions of helping the collective to reveal, identify the stressors in their lives, because it's hard for us to identify what is stressing us when we have emotion attached to it. But if we're reading it like, dang, this situation sounds similar to, you know, what's going on in my life. This may be one of the areas that's causing me a lot of stress. So that's why I created it, to assist people to help identify their stress. Because a lot of people don't know that stress is just as fluid as energy. It goes where you allow it to go. So if you allow the stress to roll over from home into work, then now you got home stress in the mix with work stress. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I created it, to assist people to reveal, identify their stressors. And then also, we don't even know the different kinds of stress. We got environmental stress. You have internal stress. You know, you have survival stress and different things like that. So I went into the detail about like what is each stressor, you know, and then I also have a section where you can write it down. And that's important to have a journal. Like when you read this book, this is a book to assist you on your journey of doing some shadow work, basically. And shadow work can be very hard, and it involves a lot of emotion. So being able to find a silver lining, find humor in it is so important to keep you going. So throughout the book, you're going to be able to identify your stressors. You're going to be able to jot them down, work through them, and come up with a plan of action. Different ways to assist you to have a minimal stress life, because stress is a part of a life. It's a part of adulthood. But how we choose to combat potential stressful situations, how we choose to deal with them, change the desired outcome. You know, it can be something that we are, you know, that's, how can I put it? Because sometimes you have to choose between the lesser of the two. Because like I said, stress is, especially with what's going on right now, and finding humor in your healing when it comes with family. That's stressful. Realizing that you have to, I digress because I kind of went all over, but it's all connected. When you have to reveal a particular family member that you need to let go because their vibration is no longer in a vibrational frequency with yours, and they hold you back, they hinder your growth, and they hurt you because all you're doing is healing. You need to be okay with the fact that you are going to be now operating out here without them in your life the way you're used to. And in order for you to do that, it's going to take for you to find happiness in the hurt, to realize that, wow, I am actually leveling up because I'm doing something now that I never would thought that I would be able to do. So, yeah, the book is really deep, but it's really hilariously healing at the same time. Because that's the thing that I don't want people to get misconstrued when it comes to Holistically HEALarious. It's not just always rainbows and butterflies, because you can't even get to the rainbow without the storm. And you can't get to the butterfly without going through the caterpillar phase and that transformation of peeling off, the cocoon. And it hurt. You know what I'm saying? It hurt. So this book is basically like it's like the storm to the rainbow. It's like the caterpillar, the cocoon to the butterfly. All in this ebook. All in this ebook.
In the ebookage right here. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then, and I'm happy, that it's an ebook, because we also always have an electronic device in our hands or around us, a tablet or something. So what this do, it allows you to have your book handy, because stress pulls up wherever. So if you got your book handy and you be like, you know what, let me go in here and look up what Holistically HEALarious said about this situation. Okay, I choose to laugh at petty shit because joy is my superpower. Let me laugh right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's right here on deck. It's on deck. What you need to be assisting you on your journey of revealing, healing, laughing, and releasing. What you need on your journey to allow your greatest stuff to come forward and release what no longer serves you. It's in your electronic device.
I love it. I do.
Thank you.
I do. I love it. And I said I do.
I do.
Okay. You understand?
That's it. Got to be a big old rose quartz.
Right. Gotta be. So I know I asked you before, but I gotta ask you again because I love your answers. Okay. I love your answers. I do.
You are silly.
Laughter. Can we talk about laughter as medicine, and how has laughter helped you and the people that you're working with in your laugh therapy school so far? Like, what kind of breakthroughs, what kind of downloads, what kind of stuff have you received from those interactions and walking in that space of laughter?
A variety, more than I even expected. I love the reactions that I get from people who didn't even have any expectations. They just said that they were looking for an alternative way to heal. And they know that laughter is powerful. They didn't know what was it going to do, what was going to happen, but they realized that laughter was able to unlock hidden traumas that was buried within our DNA and our subconscious mind. Because laughter has that ability to, because that expression, you laugh until you cry.
Right.
I've gotten people that was completely laughing. You could tell it was just joy. And then, I'll look at them throughout the session, and those tears, you can tell that they have turned into somewhat sadness. And then they'll keep pushing through, because right then I'll motivate. I'll go within, laugh and release, let it go, find your inner joy, activate your solar plexus chakra, and be willing to allow those things to be removed from your life. And they'll push through, and they'll have a breakthrough where the tears turn back into gladness and they are no longer sadness. So I get it. I get from people is that, thank you for really opening my eyes to a new way of healing. And this is not even being dramatic. A lot of people really say I changed their lives, because we have no idea how laughter is so powerful. You go from crying tears of joy, tears of gladness, to tears of sadness, back to tears of gladness within 1 30-minute session. Yes, it sends you on a roller coaster of emotions, and when you get done, you feel so refreshed. So I get people feeling really refreshed, really light, really free, really open, like they got Vicks on their internal lungs or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like I'm breathing like I've never breathed before, because laughter is also breath, and we don't take enough deep breaths throughout the day as adults. You know, we have 1.5 liters of oxygen, which each lung, and we don't even let out, you know, half of that. So I get so many different variety of responses from the clients and students and people that I work with. You know, life changing. I feel light. I feel powerful. I feel, you know, amazing. Just different. I'm grateful and I'm thankful. It's so lovely. And then even that's just the laugh yoga. That's just laugh yoga. But now when it comes to like healing with humor, where you're doing a different type of a session where we are actively revealing, healing, laughing, and releasing, that's more hour and longer. I get a totally different mixed emotion. I get it even from men, that a lot from men. Thank you for like really speaking life into me and making me feel appreciated. Because as men, it's kind of like frowned upon in the melanated community for men to like cry, to show their emotions and make it that we say that's weak. You know, men don't do that. But what I do is hold space for men to laugh, which is something too. You'd be surprised that men, you know, are made to be tough, especially with what's going on right now in the world, that you got to always be on this tough role. And sometimes men just want to laugh too. You know what I'm saying? Laugh and cry and just be vulnerable. So when I hold space for men, for them to come be vulnerable, laugh and release, it makes me almost cry. I do cry after the session is over, because I know I just had an impact on somebody's life that's going to change them. And then they're going to be able to be the change for their wives, their children, and, you know, and the people around them. So I really love working with men when it comes to like the hilarious healing sessions. I really do. And they just always thank me for holding space for them to be doing something that they've been told their whole life men shouldn't do. It's amazing. So yeah, it's really it warms my heart. It really do, to see how many men is out here living with bottled up emotions. And when you have so many bottled up emotions, that's how you become a ticking time bomb. And then a lot of it goes back to your root chakra, to your childhood, where you were raised up to, you better not cry, you better be quiet, fix your face. Right. And then so all your life you've been fixing your face, better not cry, and you've been holding it in. And when you laugh so hard, and then the tears automatically flow, you can't stop it. Because once you start crying tears of gladness, they will eventually turn into tears of sadness. And then that's when you let that out. Those be the real deep laughs. Like people don't understand when you doing laugh yoga and when it's an intimate setting, not when I'm doing just a group when it's focused on just laughing and, you know, releasing. But when we going in internally to systematically release blockages, it get real. I had one man, I had him do a lion's cry. And it's where you just like laugh like a lion, like a powerful animal, and then he just really like let out so much. It was so powerful, and I love what I do. Just laughter, and then, you know, of course, infused with some comedic motivation. You know, because a lot of times healing can get so serious that you forget that, wow, it's okay to smile. It's okay to be proud of your progress on your journey, because beating battles of depression takes a lot of courage and strength. So laugh, be joyful, laugh and dance, sing and praise yourself for going through it, to grow through it, to get to where you are right now. That's a cause for celebration, honey. And anytime I'm celebrating, I'm turning up on health and wellness, I'm turning up on my laughter, I'm turning up on my bliss and my joy. So, you know, I'm just grateful. God, I'm grateful, I'm thankful, and I'm looking forward to just, you know, doing this all around the world.
That's right. Because they need laughter everywhere. Okay?
Everywhere.
If they could tear up everywhere, then they can laugh everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? And my sister need a bankroll. She need a bankroll in half. You know what I'm saying? She need to receive that, all that work she done put in, and the sciences associated with it, the healing properties associated with it, and the education factor. Like you really just hit on conditioning and how conditioning leaves you conditioned to respond to stimuli as programmed. You understand what I'm saying? Like as programmed, like be quiet. You better not fix your face. All of that. So we really like teaching our, children to be fake. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like to be fake. And condition them for an artificial society that will be trying to elicit emotional responses from them the whole time. You see what I'm saying? So, and those things come from bond service. You see what I'm saying? Our ancestors, we had to be straight faced. Like that was Jim Crow South rules. They had a laugh barrel. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so you had to be straight faced. So even deeper rooted in epigenetics and how that affects you transgenerationally. You come from generations to where laughter was healing, singing, dancing was healing, and now we no longer have these remedies readily available. You see what I'm saying? Because we have to, fit into a certain kind of box, so you don't want people looking at you like you're crazy, and you crazy as hell on the inside because you carrying a whole bunch of hell that you need to release. You see what I'm saying?
That's the thing, and that's what I always, talk about, and I don't like to just say preach about, but basically preach about internal sunshine. You are not creating a bright, shiny, high vibrational reality if you are suffering in silence internally. Because no matter how pretty you look, no matter the long eyelashes, that lace front, that beard, that lineup, you know what I'm saying, that fresh outfit, you are hurt and broken on the inside. No matter how much money you have in the bank, you are abundantly broke because your spirit is crushed. So this is why I really preach about internal sunshine, as within, so without. And being a laugh coach, a laughologist, I assist people to activate their internal sunshine. You know what I'm saying? By tapping into that solar plexus chakra as well, because that's your solar plexus chakra. Solar plexus chakra resonates and corresponds with the sun, and that's your willpower. And are you willing to allow, your greatest self to come forward? Are you willing to allow the way you've been raised to be removed? Are you willing to allow yourself to unlearn and relearn? So, and also, you can laugh open your chakras. You can use laughter to remove blockages within your chakra by channeling the chi energy and visualizing the color of the chakra. It's a lot that you can do with laughter. It's so powerful on so many different levels that we just sleep on laughter. It's time to wake up. Wake up on some laughter. That's how I wake up. Stretch and laugh. I sure do. I get used to it now. Sometimes I'm like, girl, your ass wake up high vibrational. But then I also realize too, sometimes when I wake up in a really great mood, it's preparing me for something that's going to happen throughout the day that can drastically change my mood if I allow it. So it takes time for you to get to that level. Like yesterday, I was just came out of the blue, just giggly. And I said, okay, Spirit, thank you for preparing me for whatever's about to take place. I choose to laugh and stay within my highest vibration. Within 20 minutes, I got a phone call from somebody trying to ruffle my feathers, and I just chose to laugh and stay. And it made them completely pissed off. But I was like, God, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Universe, thank you. You know what I'm saying? For preparing me. But it's because I always ask and speak things like that into my life. Like, let me, stay ready so I ain't got to get ready. Let me laugh and stay within my highest vibration. And I'm always taking time while I'm cooking just to chuckle, just to laugh, just to go to a happy place, to keep that internal peace and bliss popping. Because if you don't, you can be ready to go off on people. And because we got a lot going on in this simulated reality that we, live in right now. So it's just really important to be standing in tune with your star player and keep your root chakra grounded. Because that root chakra, like we talked about earlier, the conditions that have been placed in you as a child is still playing out in a lot of people's adult years and things like that. So laughter, turn up. And that's why Inhale Love, Exhale Laughter, a self-help guide to creating internal sunshine, assists you to identify the stressors. Now I'm gonna be honest, this, like you said, is many to come, because this is like a part one. This is a part one. Because as I began to write it, I got so many other downloads, but I was already like writing it, and I already had these flows, the paragraphs, and I tried to go back in and add some stuff. Spirit said, no, that's a whole nother book. Give them the part one, allow it to, because we have to understand that this is a new way of learning. It's a new way of healing. This is different, using humor. Some people still find it weird to laugh at pain. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't laugh at your pain, it takes your power. So now you being sad at your pain, and your pain is eating you up, and so you just a ball of pain. And once it gets too deep and get really hard, it's really more difficult to pull up out of the depression, to pull up out of the funk. So this is like level 1, identifying your stress, creating internal sunshine. Because once you create internal sunshine, you identify your stressors, you reveal, heal, you laugh, and you release. Okay, next level. Let me laugh or stay within my highest vibration. How do I maintain this high vibrational frequency? How do I maintain this internal bliss and joy? So that's next. But we ain't gonna go there. But right now, what we're gonna do is reveal, heal, laugh, and release. Inhale love and exhale laughter. And I'm holding on my phone because it's on y'all phone. Y'all, we always have our phones in our hand. And instead of just scrolling on the gram, scrolling on the book, you know what I'm saying, looking at memes of how people are living to be happy, utilize the tools that the universe present to you. You know what I'm saying? Recognize the treasures that present themselves, enriching your life's journey so you can live that meme life that you keep, you know what I'm saying, looking at. You got to save, screenshot it. You know what I'm saying? You can live that life, but it starts internally. So let's identify what's blocking you, what's stopping you from feeling worthy of living that life of the people you see on the memes and shit that you be wanting to just like gawk over and be like, why this ain't me? Because you're not allowing it to be you. You're not revealing and healing, laughing and releasing.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
I want to know at least one person who finna get the book, so I could be all happy and charged up for him and release some energy into the universe. Okay, to the universe.
Okay.
I don't even know if that's a word. That's a word.
I gotta look at their Instagram name. I know one. I believe she was on here, and she said that's powerful. So I know she gonna be getting one for sure. But let me look at her name on the Instagram, because I am not good with names like that. I will not lie. But it's Tati X.
Bam.
Yep. I hope I'm saying that right. Tati X. Yes. There she go. Laugh or stay. Pull up. So you know it's real. Okay. Goddess, you about to receive your copy of Inhale Love, Exhale Laughter. So yes, honey, get ready to reveal, you know, all that. Laugh, release. So
hey, that's what it is. I am proud, okay? I'm proud. I am proud. I am thankful.
And this is a powerful time, God. I know
that we chose this partnership to be able to.
Oh, but you know, we have Jupiter squaring the sun right now. So this is an auspicious day to do this. Even though we've been in a portal, so the first would have been amazing, but today is really amazing. So we really tapped into a vibe today. I'm grateful that, you know, in divine timing, everything came together like butt cheeks, and we were able to assist people on their journey, you know, saying to laugh or stay within their highest vibration. Thank you for assisting me in my life purpose. I appreciate you, and I give thanks for your existence.
That's what I'm talking about. This is an academy over here. This is like the Mutant Academy. You know, all of the greats, they have to come over here and, you know, either discover their greatness or reaffirm their greatness. You understand what I'm saying? Because we celebrating every day. In the words of DL Hughley, I have my fucking job. You understand what I'm saying? Because I will find some melanated being to celebrate our day. Understand what I'm saying? Our day. And it's bug too, because you got the task of getting people to love themselves and laugh at themselves and be in tune with themselves. I got the task of trying to find the story in it. You understand what I'm saying? Like trying to find the story in it and celebrating the story and the journey on the way to the ascension and celebrating the ascension. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, what is it? What is it? And they'd be like, so what's the show going to be about? You? Well, it's going to be a short show. They start talking to me like that. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to be a short show. There's not much for me to tell about me. Actually, I've never told anything about myself. I said, you in business? Yes, I'm in business. Are you successful? Yes, I'm successful. You want to be more successful? Yes. Learn how to talk about you. 90% is you, 10% is your product or service. They want to know your story. Where's your story at? Tell us your story, son. Yo, son, tell us your story, son. Okay, out here. And they'd be like, oh, they'd be like, well, I was nervous. I thought I was nervous. Okay, but I'm not. I'm no longer nervous anymore. And I'm going to tell my story more. Thank you. Okay, thank you for what you do. No, I said thank you for what you do. And I was like, that's right. That's right. Okay, so I love that, and I get to hear them stories from people all over the world and different spaces, places, different denominations, different spiritual inclinations, political affiliations, levels of development within self, and all have a wonderful experience over here. Okay. And they all look like me. You know how happy and affirmed I be looking across from somebody that look like me in the time we being hated and celebrate them all day. You understand? All day. So,
Yeah, your story is important. Your story is important. Any I feel like sometimes, your story with me particularly, because I am my product. I had to realize that.
Today.
Holistically Hilarious was started based off of my life. I wanted to find humor in my healing and I wanted to share it in the world. I've always been funny my whole life, but I said I wanted to be a comedian, but not your average comedian. I wanted to be a spiritual comedian, a conscious.
We good though.
And so I just started to I got the tripod and I just started to just make sketch comedy, and it has evolved a lot, honey, because I had never edited a video, did anything before in my life, but now where I'm at, I'm focusing in more on the wellness portion. But since I am back, I have me a place, to stay, beautiful home with so much, honey. I'm about to be back recording some sketch comedies, but content gonna be a little different. I have tons to offer the world, so much that this is just the very beginning. But edutainment is my forte, honey. Edutainment. I'm an edutainer. Anytime you about to, catch these vibes, you're gonna be laughing and learning. It's the whole move. You're not just about to laugh and not learn, because that's how I roll. Period. It's in my DNA. I'm just walking in my purpose. You know what I'm saying? So even when you're reading this book, you're gonna be like, this girl is wild. She wrote this how she talk. You know what I'm saying? But I had it edited, so it is, because of course I had it edited. I can't even talk. Look, Mercury and Leo, communication be a little discombobulated, but I wanted it to be real deal. You know what I'm saying? Because I know when people started to come to Holistically Hilarious last year in June, when I shared my most healing video about my mother and I relationship and how it's very tumultuous, honey, still to this day. Oh, my earring fell off. That's how deep it is. Our relationship is still the same. And I had no idea how many melanated women, had this type of relationship with their mother. So the more authentic I was, without feeling embarrassed, the more lives I touched. And that was one thing Spirit told me: focus on service and not on coins, because my needs were always met. Somehow I was always bestowed with what I needed to be successful on my journey, as far as monetary wise, when I felt like I wasn't even working. But me telling my story, me going live and just allowing downloads to just flow through me and just speak was working, because I was doing spiritual work. I was doing work for the collective. And next thing I know, I was somehow something to be like a gift. I would be just, monetarily blessed. And I'd be like, wow, so that's what they meant. Because a lot of times people don't want to talk about the shadow work or talk about the caterpillar cocoon stage. They just want you to see the butterfly. They just want you to see the butterfly. But my audience and my hilarious healing family know, like, if you really rock with me and you watch my Insta story, because my Insta stories and my Facebook stories get the work. They get the real deal Holyfield, because that's where I be active, even if I'm not on my feed. They get that real deal. So they've seen me, have my highs and my lows, my ebbs and my flows throughout my business, throughout my journey. Because this is a spiritual based business. And if I wasn't spiritually in alignment, if I wasn't maintaining my spiritual needs, Holistically HEALarious took a toll. They used to get me. Everything is connected. I'm so in tune with my ancestors. I'm so in tune with my purpose as I continue to go deeper into who I am and my purpose for even reincarnating on earth. I get more answers from spirit. Just even the wind blow, just even a candle, numbers, most definitely. Like, they speak to me in ways that I'm like, okay, this is a message. I cannot deny it. They telling me to focus on something and not this right here. It's so much. I love it. Because when I fell back off Facebook and recording sketches, my money got better because I was just trying to create content. And at that time, I wasn't making money creating content. They told me to focus on family, foundation, and finances. And then I was like, what? And then I was like, okay. And then I started doing it, and then bam. They started to like, see, okay, she's focusing up here. She's really not being, because every time I did try to record a sketch, camera died, lighting was off, because they wanted me to go deeper. Because I was trying to be like a B. Simone and just hilarious, but nothing against them ladies, but that's not my purpose. Mine is a little bit deeper. And so, that was a little bit, so it led me to here, because in that time, I wrote a book. Started 2 Facebook groups, Laugh Open Your Chakras and Hilariously Healthy. And they popping. I got 13 members in each group. It's paid subscription based monthly. So they was like, you need to be focused on foundation, family, and finances. I said, okay, let me get it together. So I did. Now you got to be obedient. Don't be asking for help, and then you don't. Be open to it, because they're gonna be like, so you ain't listening. And then sometimes when you ask for something and then you go against what you gotta laugh at yourself, because you can get down on yourself for feeling like you missed the mark, only because you were trying to be in alignment and not the flow. Because your alignment will have you not going left when the universe got something over here that's right for you. So, child, God, it's been a journey. It's been a roller coaster ride. So that's why, I got Inhale Up, Exhale Laughter, which is now out. I'm about to give away these copies, but then it's out. You know what I'm saying? Then I got Laugh Estate that's going to be coming in, by September. And then I got my book, Divinely Guided and Protected, that's going to be coming out in 2021. They set me down, and I've been being obedient. I wake up in the middle of the night, grab a pen and paper, and then sometimes I don't even be enough. So I use my voice recorder, and then I just start speaking. Yeah, I love it.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
Thank you.
I need one of them laughter therapy sessions for real. I need one of them sessions.
Oh yeah, okay. Pull up, God. We can go there. It get deep. You know what I'm saying? It get deep. You know what I'm saying? It get, and that's the whole thing. We gotta not be afraid to go deep. And we what I really do is I create space. I want you to feel comfortable. And that's the thing about the comfortability to be vulnerable. Not feeling like you're gonna be judged. And a lot of men really do be receptive to therapy from a woman. Because this is a form of therapy. It's laughter therapy. Or if you take it into the spiritual level, it's like laughter Reiki. You know what I'm saying? But the hilariously healing sessions is something that I was really afraid to get involved in. I was like, this is gonna be deep. I'm already healing. How am I going to assist other people? Because once I did a couple, I said, this is wow. People are looking to be some form of assistance on their journey. And the universe kept telling me, you got this. You got this. Just make sure you maintain your spiritual maintenance. You're taking your spiritual baths. Keep your black tourmaline on you, because this is part of your purpose. You have the gift of gab, and you love to assist and motivate and speak life into people. I love uplifting people. When I uplift people, it lifts me up. So, and I love listening. Then I get in here, then spirit give me something, and I coagulate it, and I, do like this with this, and then I tell you, and then they're like, damn, it's gifts.
Gifts. And laugh bars, because she got bars too. Laugh bars. Okay.
I do though. That's gonna be 2021 too. It's called musical mantras, honey.
You ain't think I know that, huh? You was trying to keep that from us, okay? Nah, I had heard of it when I heard it, okay? I had heard of it when I heard it. Okay. Can we get one more name? I don't want to hold you up. I know you got a lot to do. And I know people going to be contacting you because they need their stuff. You understand what I'm saying? They want
Yes, I'm
something.
about to spend the rest of
Okay.
this evening
They want
sending
something.
out emails and all of that good stuff. I just manifested me a laptop, honey, because I've been doing everything from 2 cell phones. So I just manifested me a laptop. I'm so thug with it. I get shit done. When it got to be done, it get done, period. You know what I'm saying? So now I have a laptop. With my roommate, she let me use hers. That's what I'm saying. Like, everything you need always comes to you, how you need it to be successful. So I'm about to sit here in my beautiful home. I got a beautiful view right here, roll up and send out these emails and eat me some, I just made some pesto pasta. I'm so divinely guided and protected, God. I'm thankful. And I'm excited to get this book into these people's hands. So thank you for being a part of my purpose.
On purpose, huh? Be a part of your purpose on purpose and be purposeful. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people be on purpose, in purpose, with no purpose at all. Okay? Unpurposed. Okay. So let's talk about the podcast real quick before you go. We need some podcast product and service information. Okay.
Oh, is it my podcast? Yes. My podcast is hilarious. Don't do me. My podcast is a hilarious podcast, honey. It is amazing. This is where y'all get to hear that that other side of Holistically Hilarious, Melanin B, which makes Holistically Hilarious. This is where I go a little deep, honey. It get real. I sometimes when I sit down, I get real transparent. And the more transparent I get, the more y'all be leaving me notes like, girl, this was my life, and woo. And I'm like, okay. I be thinking I do too much. And I don't. I do just enough. So yeah, tap into the Hilarious Podcast vibes, honey. It's on Anchor, Spotify, Google, Apple, Breaker, Republic, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Tap into the podcast vibes. We are on season 3. This one is called consistent. This one is it's supposed to be consistent, but my life be up and down, but it's consistent. You know what I'm saying? But it's so amazing. I love the podcast because I get in. Each episode is about an hour because I love to talk clearly. I do my own commercials too, honey. It's real. I'm a spiritual entrepreneur, and I get down and I get up at the same damn time. I've actually, you know what I'm saying, I got a lot of listeners on my podcast, thank God. And I have 2 people who I reached out to, and I said, hey, I see you got a nice product. I would love to do a commercial for you and have you in every one of my episodes. You know what I'm saying? I love to do things like that. So they be making coins too. So, you know, it's amazing. So tap into the podcast vibes when you cleaning up, driving to work, you know what I'm saying, you and your girlfriend sitting around, you know what I'm saying, sipping on some green juice or whatever, some coconut water, you know what I'm saying, getting lubricated. Because that's the first thing I tell you when you tune into the podcast, honey. Lubricate your throat chakra. Do not be out here trying to laugh and your throat dry as fuck. Creating friction. It's gonna hurt when you swallow. Don't do it. Lubricate your throat chakra, honey. And so, yeah, tap in.
Tap in. Okay. I'm gonna do that one of these days. I'm gonna throw a podcast on the podcast.
Season 1 was so ghetto, like kind of ghetto. I recorded it when I lived in LA at the shelter, but the show ain't got shit to do with the shelter because I lived in a bougie ass shelter in Echo Park. It was just the fact that when I started it, I just started it. I had some things I had to say, so I just started it. So it's so ghetto. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't ghetto. It's raw. That's the word. Let me stop saying ghetto.
There we go.
Because it ain't ghetto. Nah, it's raw. It's real raw. It's uncut. It's slightly unedited. I know. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's been getting that work, and y'all been rocking with it. So tap in, family. You there? I know you ain't left me. Love and laughter. Oh, my eyebrows is dark in the mug today. Boy, that pencil was not sharp enough.
So, final thoughts before we wrap. Anything you want to shout out? Anyone you want to shout out? Whatever, whomever, wherever, however. Okay.
Yeah, I want to shout out Mother Nature. I want to shout out Mother Nature and the divine. I want to shout out Source and our connection. I want to shout out my cosmic lineage. I want to shout out my ancestral peoples. You know what I'm saying? that be pulling up, you know what I'm saying, from the Stardust. I want to shout out Luna, Ra, Shu, Neb, Jeb. Listen, tap in. I want to shout out everything around me that assists me on my journey to help me be great. Honestly, and I want to shout out myself for allowing myself to really be great. We don't do that enough. I want to shout out myself for walking in my purpose. And then besides that, I want to shout out my hilarious healing audience, all of them, for tapping in to the vibes of healing with laughter and applying the tools that I give that they need on their journey to be successful in their healing, in their spiritual awakening. I want to shout you out, you know what I'm saying, for doing what you do, creating space and holding space for people to come express themselves and all that good stuff and speak their truth and tell their story.
I love it. I love it. Give us one last message before we get out of here and how people can reach you via social media and book you. You need to be booked out. Okay. We need to get the book and the bookage going on. You understand? Booked
the
out.
message that I want to leave with the people is a hilarious healing affirmation and repeat as needed. If it's small enough to skip, it's not big enough to trip. Inhale love, exhale laughter, and keep it pushing. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram, Holistically HEALarious, and HEALarious is HEALarious because we are healing with humor and laughter. And you also can find me on YouTube. You can book me on my website, holisticallyhealarious.com. And the links for all of this is available on my Insta and my Facebook. And you can get my book that I just released today, Inhale Love, Exhale Laughter. It is available on my website as well, honey. I am available for bookings. Go ahead and book me for a one-on-one laugh yoga or hilarious healing session, or if you just want to bring some life to your party, if you just want to bring a hilariously healing vibe to your function, let me come turn up with you on some health and wellness and have a good goddamn time. So yeah, there you go.
I definitely want to thank you for bringing that much needed Goddess divine feminine energy over here and showering us with this graciousness that is you and the gifts that is you and the gifts that come through you and flow through you for our benefit. You are welcome here anytime, every time, all the time, right here. You understand what I'm saying? And we are out of here.
Thank you so much. I'm going to holler at you later, God. Laugh and say.
Peace.